Good afternoon guys, it is Tom here from St Southwest. Unfortunately we can't be with you guys delivering the sessions in person at the school. However, we can do it virtually through the screen. So, for today's after school club, all you need is a smile on your face, a football and a little area that you can swing your arms in. If you've got those three things, we are ready to go. We're going to have loads of fun. Enjoy it. I'm going to pass you over to Coach Jay to take you through today's after school club.
Okay, good afternoon everybody, it is Jay here for our after school club today, and what we're going to be working on this week is our skills. Okay, before we start working on our skills, we need to get warmed up. Okay, and we've got lots of different activities for our warm up this afternoon. Now, to get started, really nice and basic, for 30 seconds we're going to be moving around our area. Okay, I'm going to pop the timer on behind so we can all have an idea of how long we're working for. So, for the first 30 seconds you can move around your area however you like. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to be jogging around, I might skip, okay, but I'm going to keep finding lots of new space inside my area. Okay, just to keep myself on the move. You might go back as well, fantastic. So keep moving, keep finding new space. Okay, whether you're in the living room, whether you're in the garden, or whether you're in your bedroom. Good, we've only got 10 seconds to go. Superb. Keep moving, keep finding new space. Well done. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Okay, so in between all of our activities, we are going to have about 10 seconds rest before we move on to the next one. Okay, so our next movement is going to be a side step. It's really important in football because football is a multi-directional game, which means we need to move everywhere on our pitch. Okay, so for the next 30 seconds, we're going to be side stepping. Okay, let's go. So a little side step, you can go each way. Okay, make sure that you're changing, so we're moving in both directions, and we're moving both of our legs and also moving into all of our spaces. Fantastic. Again, you might just find loads of little pockets of space to move into. Fantastic, good. And we're going to change it up now, so just go one each way before you change. Good. Can we go backwards? Well done. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can rest there. Well done. Okay. Now this time around, we are going to be skipping. Okay. Now with your skips, you can make this as hard or as easy as you like. Okay, so you can go for some really small skips, you can go for some really bouncy ones, okay, you can go as slow or as fast as you want, but 30 seconds we're skipping. Let's go. Again, like our first few movements, make sure that you're moving around, finding lots of space. As you can see in our office space here, we haven't got too much room, but there's plenty enough to keep on moving around. So we're halfway there. Well done, keep going. 10 seconds, good. Can you make your skip a little bit more different now? So I'm going to go even smaller this time. And then 5 seconds to go, I'm going as fast as I can and as high as I can. Well done. And rest there. Oh, halfway through our warm up, have a super quick drink. Perfect. Okay. Now our next movement, okay, is going to be star jumps, and we're going to be on the spot for this one. Okay, so 30 seconds. We're going to have a little challenge. Okay, to see who can do the most star jumps, whether it's going to be me or whether it's going to be you. Okay, so 30 seconds. Are you ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Who's going to do the most? 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds down. I've got 10. 10 seconds to go. Can you go as fast as you can? for the last 5 seconds. It's getting tight now. And rest there. Perfect. So my score was 28. Let us know how you got on. Okay, so we're now halfway through our warm-up. And we are going to have a quick break and a quick chat. So in this quick 30 seconds, you can get yourself another drink. Okay, if you need to sit down because you're tired, you can. But for now, we are going to have a quick conversation about why we are doing our warm-up. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the question and give you a little bit of time to think about it before I then give you the answer. Okay, so our first question is, why do we do a pulse raiser? Okay, so for 10 seconds, either with mum, dad, or the teachers if you're at school, okay, why are we doing a pulse raiser? Okay, so we are doing our pulse raiser to make sure that our heart is providing all of our muscles and our body, okay, with lots of oxygenated blood to make sure that we can work to our full potential. Okay, and our next full mastery activity is called the toe taps or toe touches. Now, I'm sure many of us are familiar with this one. Okay, so all you're going to need is your football and a big space. Okay, for 30 seconds, we're going to see how many toe taps that we can do. Okay, and to do that, all we need is a little bit of balance, okay, and a nice bit of coordination as well. So our right foot starts on top of the ball, and we're going to swap, okay, and jump and change and try and tap our toes on the ball. Okay, so to do this, you're going to score 1 point, okay, for every time you can tap your foot on top of the ball. However, if you can do your toe taps and slightly roll it as well, so we're travelling around, you're going to earn yourself double points. Okay? Again, for 30 seconds, give that one a try. Okay guys, how did we find the toe taps? All good? Now we are moving on to the TikToks. Okay, now rather than with our toe taps using the bottom of our feet, okay, and using the sole of our feet to move around, we're now using the inside of our feet. Okay, so for our TikToks, all I'd like you to do is start off with the ball between your feet, okay, and slowly, small touches, move it from left foot to right foot. Okay, now similarly to the toe taps, every touch of the ball that you can do and keep it under control, you score a point. Okay. However, again, if you're feeling confident enough to travel around with your TikToks, you can earn double points. Okay. So for 1 point, every touch that you do between your feet while you're stood still is worth 1 point. Okay. And if you can wander around with your TikToks, that is worth double points. Okay. Give that one a go. Okay. We are going to incorporate a side step with the ball at our feet. Okay, and we're going to do that through the use of TikToks as well. Okay, so all I'd like you to do is try and move side to side, finding new spaces, finding new areas. However, as we move, we've got to push and stop the ball, okay, as we travel sideways. So we're only about to travel sideways, okay, again, but with the ball at our feet and trying to move into lots of spaces. Okay, so give that one a try for 30 seconds. It's quite a tricky one, but you're only allowed to move sideways. Off we go. So only moving sideways, using the insides of our feet to keep the ball under control. Perfect. Now we might find a new area, a new direction. If you need to stop and keep trying, please do. Okay, but we're just using the insides of our feet to move sideways. Well done, we've got 10 seconds to go. 9. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Perfect. Okay, now our next move and our final one to finish off our warm-up, okay, is a freestyle for 30 seconds. Okay, so trying to show, okay, all of the skills that you already know, and you might try and make up a few skills as well. So 30 seconds showing off all of your favourite skills, tricks, and flicks. Okay, let's go. Well done. So lots of little touches. Can we add a few of our favourite skills? I'm going to show some scissors. Well done. 30 seconds. Lots of skills. A little freestyle. We've got 15 seconds to go. Keep going. Finding lots of space. Superb. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax then. Okay, so that is our warm-up finished with. What I'd like you to do super quickly is have a drink, okay, and somewhere inside your house, can you collect 4 objects, okay, to make a square? Now that can be a drinks bottle, that can be some shoes, that might be your football boots or your shin pads. Okay, 4 household objects, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, guys, now on to some of our ball mastery skills. Okay, and a few of the basic skills that we're going to be learning in our session this afternoon. Okay, you're going to need one of your household objects. Okay, and as you can see, I've got one of my spare football boots. Okay, and the first skill move that we're going to learn is called the scissors. Now, some of you might be familiar with this. Okay, but I'm going to talk you through the scissors as well. Now, all you're going to need for this activity is your football and one of your household objects to act as a defender. Okay, now with your object, all you need to do is pop it slightly in front of you, okay, which you're then going to perform the scissors to beat. Okay, now to do this, all you need to do is slowly dribble your football up to your defender. Okay, now if I'm going to perform the scissors with my left foot and go around the outside of the ball, I'm going to use my right foot to touch it across and into the space. Okay, now this skill hopefully tries to off-balance the defender and think they're going the other way. Okay, but I'm actually going the opposite way with my other touch. Okay, so I'm going to be dribbling up to the defender, my foot goes around the outside of the ball, and I touch it into the space to beat them. Okay, what you're then going to do is come around the other side of the defender and try and go the opposite way. So touch around with your scissors and touch it into the space. Okay, stop it. Around with your scissors and touch it into the space. So see how many times you can beat the defender, okay, in 30 seconds. Awesome job, super. Now we're going to make that even harder. Okay, so this time we are going to use our other foot. Okay, now in the first instance my comfortable foot was my right foot. Okay, so this time we're going to use our left foot. Again, we might need to slow it down a little bit to gain the extra control over the ball. Okay, but for 30 seconds using your other foot, okay, how many touches can we do? Okay, fantastic. Now, I know the TikToks and the toe taps have been too easy for you guys, so we're going to make it even harder now. And we are going to look at using not just one foot, but both, and we're using the inside and the outside of both of your feet. Okay, so all I'd like you to do to start off with, using your most comfortable foot, okay, mine is my right foot, you're going to be dribbling around, okay, and taking one touch with the inside and one touch with the outside. Okay, so as many touches as we can using the inside and the outside of our foot. Okay, we're going to give you 30 seconds to see how many you can do. Awesome, guys. Well done on that last round. It looks superb. Okay, this time, again, I'm going to make this even harder for you guys because you are doing absolutely amazingly. Okay, I am now going to ask you to use one touch with one foot and then the other touch with the other foot. Okay, so if you start and use your right foot, okay, your first touch will be inside and your other foot needs to be the outside. Okay, so we're then going to go inside to outside. So we're going to cross our body, which helps to shift the ball into new spaces, which then might be able to create a pass, an opportunity or a shot. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more time. So we start with inside to outside, inside to outside, inside to outside, inside to outside. Okay? This one's really tricky. How many touches can you do? Okay, fantastic. Now, our next activity is called the pull push. Okay, so with your football, you are going to pull it back into your body, okay, and then push it into a new space before stopping it again. Okay, what you can do is pull it back and push it into a new space, pull it back and push it into a new space. So keep on having the ball out in front of you, okay, gain it back under control and then try and push it into as much space as you've got. Okay, again, 30 seconds. Please try and get familiar with that activity. Fantastic, and moving on from the pull push, we are moving into the V push. Okay, now for this one again, you're going to need one of your household objects. Again, I've got my boot back in. Okay, now moving from side to side and moving around our objects, this is how our V push works. Okay, so you're going to start with the ball on one side of your object. Okay, using one foot, you're going to pull it back towards you and push it to the other side. Okay. What you're then going to do is slowly get the rhythm and draw a V, okay, around our object. Okay, so we're going from one side, keeping the ball under control, and shifting it to the other angle. Okay? Now this is quite tricky. Now every time that you can do that without touching your household object, in my case that is the boot, okay, you're going to score yourself 1 point. Okay? Give that one a go. Okay guys, now that we've ran through all of our ball mastery activities for this afternoon, okay, we are now going to give you 1 minute to re-practice some of the ones that you'd like to spend a little bit more time on. Okay, in this minute, you can rethink about some of the ball mastery activities that we have done. Okay, you can rewind the video and go back to some of the other skills if you didn't quite remember how to do them. Okay, but you've now got 1 minute to retry some of the skills and also try and master them if you can. Okay, you'll see the timer come up now. Perfect. Now, we are going to move on from our ball mastery skills and make them into a more realistic activity now, okay? Now, if you can very quickly grab your 4 household objects, okay? If you've got cones at home, you can use them as well, but I've opted for a bottle of sanitizer, okay? My drinks bottle, one of my football boots, and one of my spare trainers, okay? All I'd like you to do, super quickly before we move on, okay, is make yourself a square. It can be as big or as small as you can in your area, okay, with your 4 household objects. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to do that. Now, whilst you're doing that, okay, we are going to just run through some of the things that we're going to be working on in the next part of our activity, okay? Now, what I'd like you to do, inside your square, okay, once you've made it out, is, again, practicing the skills that we've worked through, okay, and all the ball mastery activities that we've done, so the scissors, our toe taps, our tick-tocks, our insides to outsides, our pull push and our V push. Okay, we are going to utilise our square to help us keep the ball under control. Okay, we are also then going to use our 4 objects as defenders. Okay, and with these defenders, what you need to do is try and keep the ball away from them. Okay, so you're going to do that by using your skill moves. Okay, so I might dribble up to my sanitizer and do my scissors and take it away from my sanitizer and then get straight back into my square. Okay, so for the next minute, trying to utilise your objects as defenders, can you try and implement as many of those skills as you can? Okay, let's go for 1 minute. Awesome. Now, I've given you a little bit of time to express yourself and show all of your skills that we've learned and that you already know. Okay, I'm going to set you a few challenges now. So with your square, okay, all I'd like you to do is move around using either your tick-tocks or your toe taps. Okay, but I'd like you to travel around each one of your objects. So you can do this in any order, okay, but you're going to try and join up your objects. Now I'm going to choose to go from one object using toe taps and to the next object using my tick-tocks. Okay, so I'm going to start with my toe taps. I'm going to go all the way up to my object. I've got a bit of a tight gap there. Need to get around. Good, and I might use my tick-tocks to go around the next. Okay, I'm then going to use my toe taps again. Okay, so for 30 seconds, using your tick-tocks and your toe taps, how many objects can you get around? Let's go. Okay, now boys and girls, what I'd like you to do is be very creative and change your square into a new shape. Okay, so you might try, if you've got enough objects, you might go for a circle, you might have a triangle, okay, but try and change your shape, okay, using as much space as you possibly can, and get ready for our next challenge. Okay, so very quickly rearrange your shape, okay, and be ready for our next challenge. Well done. Awesome, I hope we've all got a new shape. Okay, as you can see now, rather than having a square, I have got myself a triangle. Okay, this is going to help our ball mastering keep the ball really close to our feet. Okay, and also thinking about finding lots of tiny spaces. Now, with your new shape, okay, only using either the scissors, okay, your toe taps, and also the pull push and the V push, we need to try and travel around our area now. Okay? However, if you knock one of your objects down, you're going to lose 5 of your hard-earned points. Okay, so what I'd like you to try and do is use that pull and push. You might use your scissors, okay, but try and travel around and through different parts of your newly made shape using our ball mastery skills. Okay, this is going to be our second to last challenge. Okay, give that one a go for me. Okay, super job guys, well done. Now, just to finish us off with, okay, I'd like you to create what I like to call the minefield. Okay, now I've had to go into the kitchen and grab some extra objects. Okay, I've got a bottle of sanitizer and a pot of coffee just over here, which you cannot see, okay, to create my minefield. Now, all you need to do in your area is randomly place all of your objects. Okay, now using all of the skills and all the different dribbling methods that we've learned throughout this session, okay, what I'd like you to do is practice all of those, okay? So through your minefield, you might need to use different skills, okay, to not knock any of your objects over to travel to the other side, okay? Every time that you travel to the other side, you're going to score yourself 10 points for your total, okay? Now, also, with our final challenge, I'm going to be completing the minefield for 30 seconds. If you can manage to complete, okay, and travel through the minefield as many times as I can, you're also going to score an extra 50 points for your total. Okay? So for every time you travel through, you score yourself your points, and also you're going to score 50 points if you can beat my attempt at the minefield. Okay? We are only going for 30 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. So how many times can we travel through? I'm going to go for TikToks to start off with. Oh, it's quite tight. Well done. Awesome. So I've got 1 so far. Inside to out. Inside to out. Good. Fantastic. 10 seconds to go. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, it's too tight for the scissors there. Well done. And 4 times through. 5. 4, we're going to extend the time. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Okay, so if you manage to beat my score of 7 travels through the minefield, you score an extra 50 points. Okay? Now, boys and girls, thank you for joining us at our virtual after school club this afternoon. Okay, I hope you've really enjoyed yourselves. Now, what I'd like you to go away and do is continue, okay, to practice and learn all of the ball mastery activities that we've done today. Okay, these ball mastery activities are really important for footballers because we then get to understand what the ball's doing and how we can control the ball, and also how we can beat and get beyond the opposition team and the defenders. Okay, now thanks for joining me. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves, and we hope to see you all soon. Take care.